Hey y'all, my name is Jamie, and welcome back to Asagao Academy. I bet nobody thought this was coming back. I didn't either, but I had the bright idea to play a different route, and yeah, I'm going to show you guys. But in order to do it, I have to play the game over from the very beginning. So there are two hidden routes in this game for anybody that doesn't know, who hasn't played it or hasn't watched anybody play it, etc. And I'm actually gonna you guys have already seen. If you've seen me play Downright, you've already seen all this introduction. So I'm just gonna skip it and talk real quick. Basically in this playthrough, what I'm going to be doing is choosing every choice that is not for the normal boots people, that goes against them. Yeah, I don't really know them. And that will get me to the two hidden routes. And, so yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I just wanted to let you guys know what I was doing. And I will see you guys back here in a second, because I'm going to skip through all this. So, yeah. Okay, we're back at the part where Mai is telling Hana, like, hey, it's time to pick your person for the flower festival. And I have rejected all of Normal Boots' advances. When Mai asked me if I wanted to maybe join the competition, I was like, I'm not sure it would work. So these are the two routes we get to pick. And I'm actually gonna go back a little bit and then save, so the next time I don't have to go through the whole picking the choices thing. You get to see my saves. Oh, this is lucky number 24. Alright, cool. So far on this laptop, I've played all of Gerard's endings, all of Jared's endings, most of Shane's endings. I've got almost all his, and I'm working on PBGs right now, so I'm trying to get all the endings done for all the stuff. But anyway, so the first one I'm going to go with is I'm going to pick Ian from Hidden Block, because the other route destroys my heart every time I played it, so. What? I know he's part of the rival club, but I can't believe this. You know he doesn't exactly swing your way, right? Wait, what? Yes, of course I know that. No, she doesn't. And you still want to go with him? If there's no one else he's going with, then why not? She stared at me. You're a weird girl, Hana. Well, go on.
What?
What?
Uh-huh.
Go on and get your man. Wait, you mean now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mai hit me on the back and practically shoved me towards the door with her Herculean strength. I think that's the correct word. Mai's got like super insane strength. As I began to leave, my legs turning to jelly, small pink blobs filled my vision. What? Go! Mai was tossing cherry blossom petals over my head. Go get somebody to notice you. Mai beamed at me.
Yeah.
No time to talk, Hana. This is going to be your big day. Your main character. Unless you messed up really badly, you'll definitely get a good answer. Scratch my leg is itching. I've messed up a lot, though. Just go. Yay! I'm so happy to be playing this again. With the final shove, I was out the door. Yeah. Now, where would I find him? Ian? Is Ian around here? Have you seen? Where is he? Ugh. My body. I wasn't used to being physically active. Asagao didn't have a gym class they forced students to take, and my throat was on fire. I stumbled to the large oak tree and collapsed against it. How was I ever going to find him? Something rustled against the back of the tree, and I glanced behind me. Whoa! You okay? You're kinda breathing really heavy. I sprang to my feet. Yeah, no, I'm fine. He nodded. So, what brings you here on this fine day? Nothing, I just, actually, I was wondering, would you like to go to the flower festival with me? Oh. You know I'm gay, don't you? Oh, yes, of course. I just meant, you know, as friends. Hana didn't know that. I don't really have anyone to go with, you know, except for all the Normal Boots people that I could have gone with, but, if you don't either, it'd be going alone, in my opinion.
Really?
I see. In that case, I don't see why not. They usually have interesting things to look at there.
Yeah.
Great, thank you. I'm actually gonna make sure that the music isn't too loud for you guys, because I can hear it fine, but I'm gonna make sure, so be right back. Okay, we are good to go. I think everything is taken care of and awesome. I don't want to blast anybody's ears, so. Yeah.
See you later.
Let me get the mouse off your face. I'll meet you tomorrow then? Sure, let's just meet here. Sounds good. See you then.
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah, see ya. I skipped away happily. Sure, it wasn't a date, but who said you had to fall in love during the flower festival? Hana, do you not realize? Friendship, love, romance. They were all things that should be cherished. I do agree with that. Equally. I do agree with that. That she does have a point there. I woke up late the next morning, the day of the flower festival. I was buzzing with anticipation, but because of that, it took me forever to wake up. Now it was almost noon, and I rubbed my eyes as I arose.
Hana.
Hey there, sleepyhead. Ugh, good morning. You slept even later than I did. That's impressive, Hana. I sat up in bed, and something on the edge of my desk caught my eye.
Hey.
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, that? A letter that came for you. Came in the mail this morning, so I just said it. I think this is the letter from her dad. Okay, we're gonna skip that. Okay, cool. Sorry, because that's in the Gerard playthrough, and I want to make this solely about, like, I mean, I know it happens in every playthrough and all that, but I want to make this about the hidden block route. Yeah. I was putting the finishing touches on my yukata, on my outfit, adjusting my hair and straightening out my yukata. There we go. Oh, I must have said something. Oh, I still can't believe you're going to the festival with Ian, of all people. Yeah, well, you know, he's nice. Nice? That kid? I mean, all of Hidden Block is really weird, you know? They're so what? If you really want to get involved with them, that's your choice, but I can't imagine it's better than hanging out with the Normal Boots Club. I don't know, Caddy and Jeff and Ian, they're all pretty cool people. What? I'm just being honest. Me too. I grumbled as I grabbed my phone. Ian should be here soon. I should wait for him outside. I think the Hidden Block guys seem like a lot of fun, and if other people don't see that, then that sucks for them. Mai gave me an odd look, and then her eyes widened. Hana, do you have a crush on one of them? I flushed and edged towards the door. No, of course not. I barely even know them. Oh my god, you do! No, I don't. I'm late for the festival, so... I lunged for the doorknob, and then Mai's words stopped me in my tracks. Do you have a crush on Ian? No. Hana.
Bye.
I've gotta go. I'm going to be late. But... I skipped out the door and slammed it behind me. It wasn't like I didn't know. I knew. I knew that it wasn't going to work out. He was, after all, a very attractive man. He was funny and honest and direct. He clearly cared about his friends. Even if he was standoffish, he caught my eye. I couldn't help that. I couldn't control my feelings. Even if I didn't want to like him, I couldn't make it happen, could I? Or could I? I stepped outside, the cold night wind tussling my hair and tickling my toes. It was good enough that I could just be friends with him. I didn't have any other expectations.
Hey.
There you are. Hey, you look really nice. Thank you. Yeah, I feel a little underdressed. No, you look great, as usual. Ian chuckled. So then, what do you want to do? I really want to go eat some food. I'm ready for that.
Yeah!
That sounds fun. They have a bonfire too. We can go see that. Sure. Then we'll get some food and go there? Good plan. We headed off across campus and towards the small town that housed Asagao Academy. Ian had a slight spring in his step as we came upon the fringe of the festival. I can just imagine him just like bobbing through all the people. In fact, now that I was paying attention, his eyes were sparkling and he had a slight smile on his lips. It was like he was actually enjoying himself. Man, crowds suck. There's so many people everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, I always get lost in them, so I don't like them. Do you? Stay close then. Don't want to risk you getting trampled like a baby lion. That would be a most unfortunate occurrence. It'd probably scar the minds of all the children here. We can't let that happen. I grabbed onto the hem of Ian's jacket as he navigated through the crowds. He was rather tall, so he divided the sea of people like Moses. As we headed for a stall filled with bread, I noticed Ian's head kept swiveling. He would glance at me every now and then, not really making eye contact, but just checking that I was still behind him. My heart melted a little, but I stared at the hem of his jacket, attempting not to be too affected. Good call, Hana. You don't need to be affected. There was still no way. So what kind of bread do you want?
What?
What? Oh. We were at the stall. I released Ian's jacket from my clutches and scanned the menu. An assortment of breads, fried foods, and smoothies competed for my attention. The melon bread sounds good?
Really?
Ew, really? Melon bread sounds gross. Fruits and pastries should only be allowed to cohabitate under the strictest supervision. What are you getting then? I think I'll just get a drink. I thought you were hungry. I mean, I was, but now that I'm here, I think those smoothies look really good. So, is melon bread what you want?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Cool. Ian stepped into the stand and ordered for me. I stood next to him, fluttering my hands awkwardly. I can pay too. Nah, it's fine. You invited me out here, so I'll get the food. My heat crept up my neck again, but I gave my head a firm shake. Like, nothing romantic about this, Hana. Keep yourself together. Some green tinged bread was shoved into my vision. Ian sipped his smoothie, smiling down at me. Oh. Want to go to the bonfire? Sure. I took the bread and bit into it. Ugh. What is it? Nothing. I didn't want to act like I was ungrateful for the bread. He bought it for me after all, but it was so bad. I don't think so. Ian drew the bread from my hands. I protested, but there was nothing I could do. He tore a piece off and popped it into his mouth. Oh my god. He spat it back on the ground. What is this unholy abomination? They call this bread? This is a disgrace, is what it is. It's an insult to food. This is the bread that bullied the other breads for years and rotted from the inside out, and now no one wants to be friends with it. Dang, Ian. He threw it in the trash can, shaking his head. You're very passionate about bread. Well, I like to cook, so it makes me sad when other people can't. But you don't have food now. Want some of my smoothie? He held out his pink orange drink, and I took it gratefully. Thanks. Don't worry about not using the straw either. I'm not squeamish. My eye's been bugging me the past, like, 3 or 4 days, guys. It's kind of an issue. The straw? My vision dimmed, leaving only the electric green straw in front of me. The straw. This straw was in Ian's mouth just a few moments ago. So if I also drank from the straw, wouldn't that be, like, kind of a kiss? I opened my mouth, guiding the straw towards my lips, blushing furiously. Calm down, Hana. You can do this. Don't think too much about it. This might be your only chance. Ah! Oh, the world shuddered around me, the festival stalls once again fading into view. Hey, that was really rude. The old man lumbered by, not even hearing Ian's protest. Are you okay, Hana? He rammed right into you. I stared at the ground, tears filling my eyes. Your smoothie. Ian followed my gaze. Oh man, it was really good too. It had this whole peachy thing going on.
Hey.
Don't feel bad though, it's just a smoothie. I nodded. Just a smoothie. Anyways, the bonfire's right over there, so we might as well go sit. Yeah. The bonfire was set in a field just off the festival. Apparently they didn't want to risk the flames being blown into the stalls. I probably wondered whether they learned that lesson some years prior. Hey, Bree. Bree's laying on the ground down here. We found a log off to one side and sat down. The fire's really pretty, isn't it? Yeah, it is. There was something about bonfire that made you want to get things off your chest. It made for a comfortable atmosphere. Or an intimate atmosphere, one could say. I glanced at Ian out of the corner of my eye, wondering what was on his mind. To my surprise, Ian looked troubled. Hey, are you okay? What? He seemed to come back to himself, glancing around the bonfire in surprise. Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, were you saying something? No, you just seem sad. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's nothing really. I was just thinking. I nodded, hoping that he would continue. Instead, he shrugged. I don't like crowds. Really? I guess festivals aren't your thing then. I mean, I'll go sometimes. I like to see my friends and hang out, but I also like to be alone. Sounds like me. There's just so many people. He shook his head and I chuckled. Then I saw something in the distance. Wait here. Hmm? I ran off, and when I came back, I carried 2 sticks of marshmallows stabbed on their ends. Do you like s'mores? I bet mine will be better than yours. We'll see about that. We roasted them against the fire, making small talk. The sad, pensive look on Ian's face was gone. More than anything else, I was happy because of that. I felt like I accomplished something.
Hana!
Hana! What? My marshmallow's on fire! I held it up in front of my face, screaming. Ian leaned over and blew on it and immediately went out, leaving a black and charred rock. My marshmallow. It's fine. Ian grabbed his graham cracker and chocolates and, with a stick between his feet, smushed them over my marshmallow. I like it a little crisp. He's so sweet. He handed his stick to me. It's ready, so you can just take it off. Thank you, Ian. It's whatever. He bit into the s'more as I pressed mine around Ian's marshmallow. You know... Ian cocked an eyebrow. You have really small feet.
What?
Weird observation, Anna. What? Ian let down his red sneakers, wiggling his toes. Yeah, I guess I do. I'm really tall, so you'd expect them to be bigger. I mean, it's cute. He shrugged. Their feet. I never understood... I mean, people like what they like, I guess, but yeah. I smiled, biting into my s'more. I think that's what that said. Yes, just like this. I'd like it if I could stay like this with Ian, even if just as a friend. Ian stood, dusting his palms. Are you ready to head back? What? Already? Excuse me? I think that's it. Yay. It's been a few hours. I guess so. I stood tossing my stick into the bonfire. So it goes. There's the rub. It was over. This away a little bit. We headed back to Asagao, each falling into a separate silence. I wanted to spend more time with him. You can make it back to Primrose okay, right? I nodded. Cool. Thanks for inviting me to the festival, Hana. I haven't gone... I don't think I've ever been.
Really?
Really? Ian shrugged. I guess not. I'm glad I could go with you your first time. He nodded. This was fun. Ian? Do you think I could have a hug? I blushed furiously, asking for my most secret desire. If I couldn't be with him, I could at least hug him. I could hug him and then I could put all this behind me. I glanced sheepishly at him, and to my surprise, he spread open his arms. He pulled me into a hug, folding around me like a blanket. Oh. It felt nice. It felt like I was being cared for. He released me and I took 2 steps back. You're a really good hugger. Thank you. I've been told that before.
See ya.
I'll see you later, Hana.
See you later.
Bye, Ian. I waved to him as he headed towards Bluebell and kept waving until he was out of sight. So there it was. It was fun. Really, it was fun. But I was sad. Maybe it would have been better to not torture myself like this. True. As I returned to the dorms and took off my yukata, something occurred to me. Ian was really sad tonight, wasn't he? Maybe that was why I wanted to leave so early. I pulled on my PJs and crawled into bed. Mai wasn't back yet, although from where I had no idea. I wonder if she, like, goes with Jared or something. Because in the normal boots when she's never at the festival. I don't know. I snuggled under the covers trying to get some kind of sleep, but the thought kept bothering me. What made Ian so sad? Hidden chapter! Woo! Okay, so this Ian's route is not near as long as like a normal boots route. It's pretty short. Like it's short and it's okay, short in the aspect of like, you know how each of the Gerard episodes were like 45 to 2 hours long in some cases. This one shouldn't be any longer than an hour. And I want to keep it all in one video because I like to do that. It should be no longer than like 45 minutes to an hour, hopefully, if what I remember is right. So anyway, I got ready for class the next morning feeling oddly tired. I hadn't gotten as much sleep as I thought I would, not with thoughts buzzing around my head. Now, even though it was the next morning, they were still bothering me. But could I really do anything about them? Even if Ian was sad, whatever was bothering him, he didn't want to tell me. Still, I wanted to help him. Even if we couldn't date, Ian and I were friends. I wanted my friends to be happy. Hana, you forgot your blazer. What? Oh! I grabbed my blazer and headed to class with Mai, who watched me carefully. You know, when something's bothering me, it helps me to do something about it. Exclamation point! Not everything you can do something about, but if I can't do anything about it, then I try to stop worrying.
Yeah!
Whatever's on your mind, and I won't pry. Maybe you should give it a shot? I nodded, a smile creeping onto my face. Something told me that Mai knew what was bothering me. In fact, maybe she'd been there before. Her thought made what seemed like a crazy idea a reality. I was going to help Ian. The moose wouldn't stop me, because brutal moose. Ian is brutal. Anyway. But how? We stepped into the classroom and a loud laugh caught my attention. Luke was at the front of the class poking something into Ian's face, who swatted it away patiently. Maybe Luke could help me? I didn't know much about the Hidden Block Club, but they were all friends. They must have known what was bothering Ian, or at least some way to cheer him up. With my mind made up, I focused on the rest of the class. As soon as the lunch bell rang, I ran to Luke's side.
Hana!
Anna, what brings you here? Finally caught hold of the old Luke charm, eh?
No!
What? No.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Say what you want, but I know our love can't be stopped. Since when did we even... No, wait. I need your help with something. Right now? He glanced impatiently at the door, then smiled at me. Would you mind coming with me then? I'll just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Sure. I followed Luke through the hallway and out into the campus. Oh, I love the Hidden Block chapter so much. We turned in the opposite direction from the lunchroom. Luke, where are we going? But I haven't played it in, like, over a year, about a year, so I don't remember most of what happens. I just know each of the guys' story arcs are funny. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna hurt you or anything. I never said he would. Why would he say something like that? As I worried for my own safety, we came to the steps of the Azalea Art Center. I love how everything's named after a flower, typically. Yeah, named after a flower in here. Blah, blah, blah. Words. Words, words, words. Luke pulled open the open the door for me and we walked inside. Oh, the radio room?
Yeah.
That's where we're going. I don't understand. You know I'm a musician, right? I'm a rapper. You're a what? He frowned.
That is unfreaking believable.
You mean you didn't know? Well, that's fine. Now I can show you exactly how cool I am. A front row seat, all for you, Hana. I followed him into the radio room, feeling the beginnings of a headache coming on. Luke, I was asking you a favor? Oh, right, forgot all about that. Well, hit me. He began fiddling with some wires and controls. It all looked very complicated, but it seemed like he was setting up for a recording. Well, Ian seems upset about something, so... Luke stopped.
Are you serious?
Really? You didn't notice? He tapped his chin thoughtfully.
Well...
I mean, Ian's not the most emotionally expressive guy, you know? I guess not. But Ian's also fairly open. I mean, he's blunt as all get out, but he'll always honestly answer your question with how he feels. That's what I liked about him, after all. Not that I liked him, necessarily.
Yes!
There, all done. While I was wrapped up in my thoughts, Luke finished his setup. He ducked into the recording booth and motioned for me to follow. So, what's happening now? You're gonna help me rap.
What?
What?
Look, don't worry about a thing.
It's fine, I'm sure you're a natural. No, I am not a natural. I've got a stutter, for heaven's sake. Oh, I'm making the stuff shake. Whoops. Luke snorted. Like, that matters. You can overcome it. Come on, I'll go on with you. Oh god, oh god. Luke shoved me into the booth against my will, being basically twice my height and a frequent gym goer. I stood no chance. What's up with my hair today? Dramatic hair flip out of the way. It's not working! Oh, technical difficulties. Stay. Stay. Okay. He stood me in front of the microphone and adjusted it downward so I'd be able to speak into it. Then he held a pair of headphones next to our heads.
No!
Ready? No! I want to actually listen to this. I've never actually listened to it. The music began to play. My heart thudded against my chest as if I were going to die. Eventually, Luke started rapping into the microphone. Lyrics about marionette party and romance. Like Mario Party, I think. I'm gonna listen to it.
I saw this one girl and I was so taken back. I wanted to talk to her, I was pacing so fast. I was kind of waiting in the middle of the room until I felt like it was time for me to make an impact. But surrounded by two guys starting to play the N64.
I like this. Anyway, this is Youngtown, so sup to Youngtown. He was recording this. My terrible awkwardness would be there for everyone to see. I didn't want this to be happening.
Go for it.
Ready? Go freestyle. He pointed at me, and in my terror, I just started speaking.
Sometimes times are hard, and you gotta be strong. Speak up and listen. Hesitate, no transmission. Future delight. Something ain't right. I wanna hide. Let's go for a ride. When you don't want to do something, you probably shouldn't do it.
Tears of embarrassment blurred my vision, but when I blinked them away, I saw Luke doubled over. Oh my god, that was amazing.
No!
You're such a jerk!
Alright.
Hana, calm down. It was just a prank. See? I'm not even really recording. I am. He's not. He gestured to a red bulb above the door to the studio, which was unlit. I wanted to see if he would actually go through with it. To be honest, I didn't think you'd do it at all. You weren't terrible either. I mean, you weren't good, really, but I'm impressed. I stood shaking in my fury. Whoa, calm down. Calm down. You wanted my help with something, right? I'll help you. Let's just calm down and you can tell me what's been bothering you. Let's get you away from the expensive recording equipment. Only the thought of helping Ian was enough to calm me down. I took a deep breath and said as coldly as I could, I think something's bothering Ian and I want to know if you know what it is and what I can do to help him. Luke scratched the back of his neck.
I don't know.
I don't really. The guy doesn't talk to me about his problems. To be fair, I don't know that I've ever asked. I don't know how to cheer him up either. Usually I mess with him, but if it's a big problem, that wouldn't help. Sorry about that, Hana. Ugh. I threw up my hands and stalked out of the room, just like... Luke poked his head out after me.
Hey.
So, you don't mind if I use it on my album, right? Screw you, Luke! As I crossed the campus toward the cafeteria to grab some quick food before class started back up, my anger ebbed. Instead, I found myself smiling. Sure, it was embarrassing and completely awful, but it was kind of fun. It was something I'd never done before, either. So all in all, maybe it wasn't so bad. Well, Luke was no help, but maybe Jeff would know what was up. Jeff Scene! Oh, Jeff Scene! I love Jeff Scene! I love all these scenes. I'm so happy. Okay. After all, Jeff seemed to be the natural leader of the Hidden Block Club. Pretty much, from what it seems like, yeah. He was always the one gathering everybody up and ushering them around. Sorry, shirt is messed up. I like he was their dad, to be honest. And I knew exactly where to find him. I'm gonna go get some water, real quick. Be right back. I have a guest with me. I have Bree here. Hello, Bree. Smile. You're on camera. She doesn't know to look at the camera. She's just gonna stare at me this whole time. Okay, you gonna get in? Let me finish my game. No? Yes? Maybe? Okay, I love you, baby girl. Please, can you get down? No? Okay, she's just gonna stay there. That's fine. Please don't lick my arm. Okay, anyway, we're back. Yes, I just saved, so we're going back into Jeff's scene. I went and got some water, so. It is super hot in this room. Alright. I jogged to the soccer field where, as expected, I found Jeff and PBG in a mild skirmish.
Ah.
You think you can beat me? You think you can beat me? Jeff kicked the ball between PBG's legs, who doubled over to peer through them.
What?
What?
Yeah!
Goal! And the crowd roars for the hamster. Space hamster. Man, I feel like we'd be so good if we actually worked together on something. Like what?
I don't know.
I don't know. Almost like if we just played video games together and recorded it. Or something. That could be really fun. Who would watch that? Aside from like a couple 100,000 of people, am I right? At that moment, they both turned to stare at me. That'd be completely lame.
Hana.
Hana, what's up? You want to play some soccer with us?
No.
I love PBG. No! After my near-death experience with Luke, I was more than happy not to do anything with one of these guys ever again. PBG pouted at me. Oh. Well then. I'm actually here because I need to talk to Jeff about something. PBG seemed to collapse it on himself. Okay, I see. That's cool. Oh, PBG, bye. I walked up to Jeff and started to speak, but Jeff held up his hand. PBG, the lady asked for some privacy? I turned. PBG was 5 feet away, tossing the soccer ball into the air. Oh, I love it. What just happened? Okay. I gave you your privacy. Jeff sighed. Let's take this to the bleachers, shall we? Jeff grabbed my hand and pulled me to the bleachers, a trollish smile on his face. I felt myself blush and glanced back at PBG. He was glaring at us, gripping the soccer ball so tight, I almost thought it would explode, and those things were thick. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned it in Gerard's route when I played it, but PBG canonically is in love with Hana, and there's a reason he's in love with Hana, but so, yeah, Jeff knows this, I'm pretty sure, because Jeff and PBG are like best friends, so Jeff's trying to make PBG jealous, and this had me rolling the first time I ever saw it. It's so funny, because PBG is my favorite. One of my favorites. Jeff patted the bleachers next to him and beamed at me.
What's up?
What's up? I frowned again, glancing at PBG. Don't worry about him. He'll be fine. I'm just messing with him. I don't really understand. Jeff raised an eyebrow, giving me a look that said he didn't believe me in the slightest. Anyways, I noticed Ian was looking a little sad and I thought something was wrong, but I don't know what. I want to do something to cheer him up, and since you're the leader of Hidden Block, I thought...
No?
The what? I'm not the leader of Hidden Block. We have no leader. You... don't? But didn't you at least found the club? Nope, wasn't me. To be honest, I don't even remember... I don't even really remember who founded it. I came in a bit after everyone. Bree, you okay? She just was whining, so I'm like, oh, okay, she's just laying here.
What?
But... So you guys just exist in total anarchy?
Yeah!
Yep, we're first-hand proof that anarchy would totally work as a system of government. Not to be mean, but I really don't think you guys make a great example. It did explain some things, though. The Hidden Block Club was like the rebellious, prank-loving younger brother of the Normal Boots Club. Not that I would ever tell them that. Both groups would probably be a little upset. Anyways, I wanted to do something to help make Ian less sad, but I don't know what I can't speak words today. I don't know what he's upset about. Okay. Jeff gazed into the distance. In the gentle silence that followed, I glanced across the field again. PUG was doing high knees and circles. Every time he faced our direction, he glared at Jeff. He noticed me watching and turned away. Well, thank you for letting me know. There's nothing I can do to help? It's not that there's nothing you can do to help, but... Well, I'll think about it for a bit. I'm trying to do accents in different voices, but they all kind of run together because I have, like, a default, like, pretending to be a guy voice, I guess. I tilted my head to the side. But there is a person with an actual accent that I'm going to try to do and not butcher. We'll see that in a minute. Why don't you go talk to the others? Maybe Ian's told one of them what's wrong. The thought of meeting with the rest of Hidden Block shot terror down through my toes, but I nodded. I'll give that a shot. Thanks, Jeff. He glanced at me in surprise, then beamed. No worries. He glanced across the field and leaned in towards me. His face was right next to mine, so close I could feel his body heat. He grinned and whispered in my ear. We'll figure out what's bothering him and help out. Don't worry yourself about it. He leaned back, observing my reaction with interest. It's better when everybody's smiling, right? I nodded meekly. Jeff glanced across the field again and burst out laughing. PBG was standing there, pointing at Jeff in a blind rage. It looked like he was yelling something. It's okay, dude. I'm not gonna... Oof. 1 minute Jeff was next to me, then he disappeared. I shrieked. Jeff had taken a soccer ball to the stomach and was underneath the next row of bleachers. Oh my god, PBG. Oh my god, Jeff! Whoa, I didn't mean to actually hurt you. Dude, are you alright? God, PBG, why would you do that? You knew exactly why. I trusted you. You're the only person I told about that. I was just messing with you. Jeff sat up and threw the soccer ball at PBG's face in one smooth motion. Oh my god.
No!
Stop hurting each other. That's it. We'll solve this in battle. By all means. PBG tossed the soccer ball into the field, and Jeff and him both ran after it, completely forgetting about me. In that case, I'm just gonna go. These boys, they were absolutely insane. Now what? Jeff suggested I talk to the rest of them. Who should I go to next? I kind of want to save one for, like, last. I'm gonna go for Jimmy next. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Jimmy next. Jimmy seemed like an intelligent, funny, sociable sort. He'd be good to talk to. He probably knew a lot about all the Hidden Block guys. So maybe he already talked to Ian and knew what was wrong? It wouldn't hurt to check. I walked through campus heading for the cafeteria. Jimmy was probably there meeting with the other students too. I knew it. With these two energies, I'll now evolve my Carmeleon into Charizard. And use Flamethrower on your Eve.
Aw, yeah.
Sorry about that. Looks like I win. Kakusu, the student he was playing against, shuddered. I couldn't tell if she was maybe feeling disappointment about what happened, but eventually she shook her head and gathered up her cards.
Hey.
Began gathering up her cards. Jimmy! Seizing my chance, I approached.
Hana!
Hana, you're not looking for a match, are you? I frowned at the way he said it. The implication was that he would definitely beat me, and he did not want to have to deal with the fallout. I like Jimmy. He's just kind of like... Jimmy's cool, too. All these guys are cool. No. But I bet I would kick your butt. He gave me a look. Okay, maybe not. Can I talk to you about something? He glanced at the students gathered around him. Let's take a break, everyone. I'm gonna go help my friend. A few groans mingled with the girls cooing. He motioned me over to a corner of the cafeteria, away from the rest of the students. A group of first years watched us as we went, and I felt a little uncomfortable. They aren't going to get mad at me for talking to you, are they? No, of course not. My people were the nicest bunch you could ever find. Just the other day, Pachi gave me a whole family-sized carton of macaroni and cheese he found on the side of the road. Okay. Right then. But what do you need? I'm ready. It's about Ian. Have you noticed that he seems a little sad recently?
Really?
Did he? He stared up at the ceiling, then nodded. I guess he did. I wonder why. So you don't know? The disappointment must have been playing on my face because Jimmy ducked his head. I don't... Sorry. Ian's such a great guy, though. He's got such great ideas all the time, for everything. Luke might know. Luke messes with him all the time.
No!
I am not talking to Luke again. Have you talked to Jeff? Excuse me. I have, but... Jeff usually knows what to do. I'm sure he'll do something about it if you tell him. Caddy, too. Him and Ian like to pretend they don't get along, but they're the best of friends deep down. And Caddy is basically the nicest person you'll ever meet. I can believe that, actually. I guess Waleed might know, too? Waleed was the one who initially had the idea to bring us all together, so...
Really?
It was Waleed who did that? Yep, me and him, but it was him who first approached me about it. Back in those days, we were all just isolated nerds who played games. Without Waleed, I'm not sure I would have ever thought about it. The Hidden Block Club wouldn't be a thing. And I would have missed out on having all these great friends. Honestly, I feel like we're all in a place where we could use... He trailed off, gazing into the distance. I'm glad we found each other. I don't know what I would have done without them. Aw, Jimmy. Yeah, don't give me any of that. Why don't you go ask one of the others for help? I've got to finish up here. I smiled at him. Thanks, Jimmy. You're a really great friend. Jimmy flushed and made a motion as if to protest, but I walked away before I gave him the chance. Oh, it's precious. Okay, who to next? I can't remember if you go to Waleed, it ends there, or if you can go to Waleed and then go to Caddy, but if it ends at Waleed, I will go back and do Caddy. I want to save Caddy for last. Waleed was just the guy to go to when you needed help. Sure, he could be a little klutzy, but it was kind of cute, like watching your dad try to do your hair. No. I giggled. Yes, exactly that, like that. No. I found Waleed in, of all places, the nurse's office. He was casually chatting with Creeps, or Mr. McPasta, completely at ease despite the man's terrifying aura. Creeps looked at me and a shiver ran down my spine.
Hana!
Hana, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Are you sick or something? No, I had a question about the anatomy of the alien that was found creeping on this one spaceship.
What?
The what? Creeps smiled at me. You heard nothing. Eep. Yes, sir. Waleed, could you come with me for a second? I need your help with something. Why, sure, Hana. Because you were so helpful in Gerard's route and other routes. Cheerful as ever, Waleed slid out of his chair and stepped outside the office. I bowed politely to Creeps, who just looked at me. You know, there's no reason to be afraid of me. I think cats are adorable, just like everybody else. Okay. In one of the routes, he actually is listening to cat videos while you're, in the nursery, the infirmary. I quietly left the room and slid the door closed behind me. Nintendo 101! I can't read the rest of it. Okay. Are you one of those people who's afraid of him? He's a really nice guy. You should have a conversation with him. He's lived a fascinating life. And he's got this insane collection of spider pictures.
No!
No, thank you. I'm with you, Hana. No, thank you. If you say so. That's the bad part about living alone is, like, there was a spider the other day on the wall, and I had to take care of it myself. Spiders terrify me. I'm not all about that life. While he was so friendly, he could probably make friends with anybody. I was shocked he wasn't some kind of public speaker, rallying the masses behind his agreeable demeanor and ever-happy face. So what do you need? Did you need? Oh, right. So Ian has seemed a little bummed lately, and I wanted to see if you knew how we could help him? Bummed, huh? This happens every once in a while. It does? No one else noticed? Well, when the club started, we were a group of friends who just wanted to hang out and play games in a way that could get past school rules. Of course you were. But eventually it turned into a gaming club, and we realized we stood a chance against the Normal Boots Club, the prevailing tournament team in the area. They kind of chilled out about tournaments at the time. I don't think they were even going to enter that year, but then when we started seriously considering it, they revived themselves like they used a Mega Phoenix. I don't understand. Well, point being, we heard about some guy who went by Brutal Moose at these tournaments. Always entered by himself, but ended up winning 2 or more of the categories. Turned out he was a student at the school, but no one had ever heard of him. He was a loner and liked to fly under the radar. I'm not really sure he had many friends. He was kind of intimidating, because, I mean, you know how he is. All blunt and rough, but he's all unicorns and pudding on the inside. So we asked him to join, and he of course turned us down at first. Didn't think banding together would really pan out in the long run. Thought we'd all get sick of each other. But you know us, given our personalities, there was no way we'd let him walk away. He smiled broadly as if something was funny, and I'm sure it was to him, but to me that just sounded terrifying. No wonder Ian always looks so annoyed. Which means that if Ian's all pouty, he's just being a lonely Lauren and we're gonna give him some love. I doubted he'd really want any. And would that fix it? But regardless, Waleed was a really sweet guy. I smiled. So how should we go about doing that? I don't know. Really? Nope. Well, that was a bust. Why don't you ask one of the others? Okay, so you can't go ask Caddy. They always have great ideas. That seemed to be my only option at this point. Well, thanks for your help anyways, Waleed.
See ya.
No problem. He beamed at me, then headed back into the nurse's office. Creep smiled and waved at me just before the door closed, and I shuddered again as I waved back. Maybe he was nice, but he gave off this aura. Anyways, who should I go to next? Caddy! Caddigarus! Yes, I love Caddy. I decided to approach Caddy next, considering he's the last person. I didn't know him very well, but the few times I interacted with him, he was always nice, friendly, and approachable. To be honest, he seemed like the most sane and together member of the group, despite being one of the younger members. He's younger than me. I think he's like he just turned 22. I think in June of 2017. He seemed like he always knew exactly where he was headed, or he might have just turned 21. I don't know. He's younger than me. I know that. So maybe he knew how to help Ian. I searched for him across campus and caught him just as he was walking in a Bluebell house. Okay. Caddy has a British accent. I'm going to attempt a British accent and hopefully not butcher it, hopefully not offend anybody, considering one of my very best friends is English, but he's actually told me I want to hear you do an accent. So, here you go. I'm going to try.
Hey.
Oh lord. Caddy! He turned around, shoving an arm behind his back as he did so.
Hello.
Well, Hannah, hello there. And to what do I owe the pleasure on so fine day? Oh, so fine a day. I can't do accents. What are you holding?
This is just like a normal conversation.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm just doing an arm stretching exercise. But now that I've started it, I can't stop for the next 5 minutes. So sorry if it's disturbing you. No, I guess it's fine. As he stood there eyeing me, I found myself questioning whether he really was the more sane member of the group. I love his smile. He's just like, what exactly was he up to? Well, if you don't need anything, I'll just be going. My accent is so bad. I'm so sorry. Alright, I came to ask for your help. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah, right?
Anything within reason, my dear Hannah.
Well...
See, it's about Ian. In an instant, Caddy's entire demeanor changed. He glared at me. Moosey? What about him? But Moosey? He always calls me James, and he knows I don't prefer it, so I'm calling him Moosey. Why on earth would he call you James? Caddy sighed. That's my name. Caddy is derived from my last name, but nobody calls me James, so don't go starting now. Huh? Why did so many of these boys have hidden names? I just love his face. He's just so, like... Anyways, Ian seems pretty sad recently, so I wanted to find somebody to cheer him up, but I don't know what's wrong. Probably there's nothing wrong. He's probably just unhappy because I've finally found a way to utterly defeat him. I'm so bad at this, I'm sorry. I realize as I'm saying it, I'm like, this sounds terrible. You what? Ha! Ha! Caddy revealed what he'd been holding behind his back. A gun! Oh my god! Isn't it great? I went to America for a winter holiday. It's so easy to get guns over there. I stepped back from him and he waved the gun through the air in surrender. No. Don't worry, Hannah. First of all, this is a laser gun. And second of all, I'm not going to hurt you. I can't do this accent. You've always called me by the right name, and you don't have the same history Moosey and I do. Well, what history? Caddy looked darkly into the distance. There have been times. Let's just say this is something that goes back. Way back. It's so unfortunate. He's a great guy, by all means. I even like him. But this rivalry is a beast of its own. It must be taken care of. He must be taken care of. You understand, right, Hannah? Are you going to kill him? No, not kill him. I would never kill anyone. But this isn't the gun I use for salvaging, I'll tell you that. I felt weak on my feet. My head swam. I started to back away slowly. My head's held up in surrender. No, this is the gun I use for slaughtering. I'm so sorry. I'm sure I can find some way to use it to my advantage. I'm sure in the end it'll all work out. And then our rivalry will finally be over, and we can all rest once again in absolute peace. As Caddy continued his inane babble, I slowly stepped out of Bluebell House. Then I ran. As I reached the door of the hallway, I ran into a block of yellow.
What?
Whoa, Hannah, what's wrong? Save me! Caddy's lost it! He glanced past me. Oh, this again?
What?
Again? Don't worry about him. He'll calm down in half an hour or so. I'm so sorry to anybody I offended with that horrid British pseudo-British accent. I'm bad at accents. I'm trying though. Hugo especially, if you do watch this, I'm sorry. Love your face. You have a great accent. I'm sorry I butchered it. Right now I need your help. See, I figured out a way to make Ian feel better. Kind of. But I need a favor from you. Okay? I stepped out into the field, heading straight for the tree where I asked Ian to the festival. It was a calm, clear day. The wind gently rustled the branches overhead, and the faint smell of smoke was in the air as if someone nearby was barbecuing. As I approached the tree, I made out a form leaning against it. Ian was sleeping against the back of the tree, head slumped against his shoulder. I approached quietly and squatted down next to him. I wasn't trying to be creepy, but this was the most peaceful I'd ever seen him. It was hard to catch Ian when he didn't look displeased, mostly because Luke or Caddy or someone else was harassing him. But now he looked calm, even happy. I sighed. I hated to wake him up, especially when he was in this state, but I had a job to do.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. I poked him in the shoulder to no response.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. I shook his shoulder roughly to no avail. Oi! I shoved him. His head lolled up, then it tilted to the other shoulder. For the love of... Why are you such a heavy sleeper, Ian? This time I basically tackled him and he slid off the bark of the tree and onto the damp grass. Oh my god, wake up!
Ah.
Yes, what? He jerked up like I shot him with a taser and looked at me expectantly.
Hello.
Yes, hello? He blinked a few times, as if noticing for the first time who I was.
Hana.
Oh, Hana. Why are you here? I want you to come with me for a second. I found something and I think it belongs to you, but it was kind of broken, so I didn't want to move it. Oh, great. He stretched himself, then crawled to his feet. I went from looking down at him to craning my neck just to make eye contact. Was there a particular reason the average height of Hidden Block was somewhere above 6 feet? Come on, let's go. He shuffled onto the path back to campus, and I followed behind. There was silence for a few seconds, but then I gathered my courage. I need more water, I guess. I can't speak correctly. You gotta love unnamed bottled water. It's unnamed because the thing fell off and I couldn't be bothered to put it back. Ian, has something been bothering you?
What?
What? He glanced at me in surprise. I kept walking, not wanting to look at him lest he saw how red my face was. I guess so.
Really?
Really? Anything I can help you with? Well, I guess. I just wanted to say thank you for inviting me to the festival. Now it was my turn to stare at him. People don't really think to invite me to things all that much. Same. To be fair, I don't go as often as I should, but still. I appreciate getting invited. I always appreciate being included in things.
Yeah!
I knew it! I pointed a trembling finger at him. I knew you were a softie deep down. You're a tsundere.
I don't know.
I don't know what that means. Point being, you're all mush inside. No, I'm not. I just care about people. I don't know why everybody thinks I'm mean. Well, come to think of it, why did I think he was mean? 'Cause Mai told me he was? He just kind of gave off that impression, I guess. We walked into Poppy Hall and circled around the ground floor. We're not into the club room, are we? No. We turned down the hall the club room was located in as I answered. We are. You're a terrible liar. Well, that's where the broken thing is. And what is this broken thing? My heart? He looked at me, then sighed. At least now I'm prepared for this. With that, Ian pulled open the door.
Oh yeah!
Surprise! The various members of Hidden Block popped out from around the doorway, jazz hands aflare. Jazz hands. Ah. Oh joy, a party. Not a party, a friendly gathering.
Huzzah!
All for you, to show how much we care about you. Ian rolled his eyes and turned to me. I suppose you were in on this? Well,
Absolutely.
it was her idea to begin with, and we all rallied behind her. Why don't you enjoy yourself? They did this all for you. I know you guys don't say it very much. My gaze slid over to Caddy, who looked as though he was edging toward the corner of the room to get a good shot.
Yeah.
But you all care a lot about each other. You're such good friends. Enjoy yourselves. Oh, I agree. Gross. Let's get this friendly gathering started. Ian grudgingly entered the door, which everyone took as an implicit agreement to the shenanigans that followed. You say there's no party like a Hidden Block party. Do not let anybody tell you different. While Lead baked everybody individual cupcakes with their various faces on them. Caddy took offense at his, so Ian ate his cupcake to make it better. This led to an all-out war, Jeff, Ian, and Jimmy against Caddy, Luke, and Waleed. It was initially a friendly minigame competition, almost like a real-life game of Marionette Party, everyone using desks as force faces. Then somebody took somebody else's star. I don't even remember who it was anymore. And then Waleed landed on a Bowser space and Bower space, and everybody started over from scratch. And then Ian got the next star after teleporting and switching spaces with Caddy. And then Caddy pulled an actual gun on Ian. Come here, Moosey.
What?
What the actual fuck? Sorry for swearing, but yeah. At some point, Waleed seemed to be wearing a magical girl uniform, and him and Luke were performing at the front of the classroom. I hid under a cupboard. I don't know what happened while I was in there, but I didn't come out until the banging and screaming stopped. The classroom was covered in paintball splatters, empty firework containers, and streamers. Oh my god, they do know how to party. As I blinked in horrified shock, I realized they were still in the room. They had all gathered around a hairdryer and were roasting marshmallows over it.
Hana.
Here, Hana, I saved you one. Waleed held a stick out to me, and I crept slowly out like a wounded dog. So cute.
Hana.
So, Hana, we were talking. Wouldn't you rather join the Hidden Block Club instead of the Normal Boots Club? I mean, they're great and all, but you'd have us. He reached his arms out, and the rest of the group collapsed in on him in what must have been the strangest group hug in known history. To be honest, I kind of like the chaos. It was all over the place, and they flew by the seat of their pants. He's pitiless, he's flying by the seat of his pants. I'm sorry, Hamilton lyrics are in my head constantly. They flew by the seat of their pants constantly. But they were all great guys with big hearts and their friends' best interests on their mind.
Well...
Honestly, I will think about it.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, we got Hana! I didn't say that. Too late. You basically agreed. We'll follow you to hell and back. You're one of us. No, I take it back. I regret my decision. There are no regrets in Hidden Block. Only video games. Ian held his marshmallow up to the air, and then the rest of us followed suit in a strange salute over the top of my head.
Yeah.
To Hana, our newest member. To Hana! I sighed. I guess I have no choice.
Yay!
Hidden Block it is! And there was much rejoicing and many more s'mores. And guys, thank you. Wait, what? We lost her already? Christ! I must admit, this is a little sad. A little? Shane's another one with an accent. Little? I don't know. But I already made a jacket in her size. That's so sad. Oh, Gerard. Oh. Okay. Jared, can't you do something about this? There are limits to the extent of my powers, and I'm not gonna risk the revenge I'd suffer from those guys. So that's it then. Easy come, easy go. Ian, you haven't heard the last of this. Mark my words, I will have my revenge. Achoo! You okay? Her Hidden Block jacket is so cute! Yeah. Someone must be talking about you.
Really?
That superstition? Yeah, right. Come on, we got a meeting today.
Yeah.
Right. It's so cute! Oh, I love it. Okay, skipping the credits.
Asagao Academy,
Normal Boots Club. Except Hidden Block Club now. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, that is the end of this episode. I'm gonna probably jump right into the Jacques route. Oh, help my soul. That route is something else. But anyway, so I'm in a good mood at least. At least I didn't play that one and then was too sad to play this one. So, hope you guys like this. Comments, concerns, just want to say hi. I hope you guys like the Hidden Block thing. It was really funny, really cute. I love the ending where Normal Boots is like, no, we lost her. What do we do? What are we gonna do? So, yeah, I'm really hyper right now. I like this music. Atarashi means new. They also say Ishioni, which is together. They say that at some point in the song. It's coming up. Anyway. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. I hope you've had a fantastic week and everything's going great and awesome in your lives because you all deserve it. And all the things I normally say. Love all you guys to pieces. You guys are great. So, yeah. We're all gonna dance to the music. Watashi is I. They say Ishioni at some point, which means together, but anyway. Yeah. As always, I will... Ishioni! Sorry, okay. As always, I will see you all later. Bye!